Hi everyone. You can't believe this. I actually started about 5 minutes ago, 4 minutes ago, at the exact time I'm supposed to start. I started and I thought you guys were hearing me, but I was just talking to myself. I couldn't believe it. And I looked again and I saw that I was not I was not live on the other places. So please forgive me. Those of you on Facebook, it's okay. I've reconnected you back if you're on Facebook. But those of you watching on YouTube, here, if you have not subscribed, please make sure you subscribe. If you're watching us on Facebook, make sure that you like our page. Okay, we need to be as visible as possible. Those of you on LinkedIn, please share our videos. Um, Why this becomes important is that we are the endangered species. You don't understand when I say certain things, when I choose to broadcast the kind of things I broadcast, the ones that maybe they are not popular, the ones that bloggers are not rushing to say, and you don't see numbers. It's not because we don't know what to say to attract numbers, but because we have to stand for our people. We are the remaining voice of voices that our people have. So we must continue to speak the truth. We must continue to keep a clear head. Do you know that your friend that everybody submits their key to when they go to drink to make sure that they don't drive home? I'm that kind of person. Okay? So I'm not going to go mad with every other person. I need to keep a clear head so that maybe I'll become the lighthouse somewhere along the line when the detractors come to distract us. All the things that are happening in Nigeria right now, it is not by accident. It is clearly designed to distract us. And they have done a very good job. Very good job. Very excellent job of distracting us. When Mazi Nnamdi Kanu was shouting about what will happen, that time, people, this Boko Haram was not, they were just at the fringes. They used to come and attack and run away. I'm taking you a little bit back in history to remember. There was a time when the argument was between, they call them cattle headers, Fulani herdsmen, bandits, they're calling them all kinds of names. Then we were arguing, oh, they have AK-47, they don't have AK-47. Then we started forming vigilante groups. All this time when we are talking like this, it was a few people inside the bush just carrying AK-47 and chasing villagers. Do you remember that time we used to pay when there was a clash between Fulani herdsmen and the village? If they happen to kill one of yours and you retaliate, you have to pay them money for killing their person in retaliation. And we are negotiating money. How much will be paid for a life? How much will be paid for a cow? That time it was still small. Mazi Nnamdi Kanu was shouting. People said he was making a lot of noise. People like Omoyele Sowore was screaming. People said, go and keep quiet. You people are just making noise. This thing continued until we started seeing videos of people. Have you noticed that for every time we complained about these things happening. It just made it to the news. Nobody talked about how the issue was settled. It was never settled. So you saw a video of over 2,000 people or more crossing the border into Nigeria from different points. This was at the time when the federal government closed other borders where Igbo people were bringing in things, where Southerners were bringing in their trades. They closed it. Remember that time? Remember when they closed the border for bringing in rice? And people were bringing in rice from the northern borders. One of my friends told me that you don't even know where Nigeria starts and where Niger Republic starts, or Chad. You don't know the border. It's just a village. Remember that time? But all those people that crossed the border, can you please tell me what became of them? Did you ever hear that anybody was arrested and taken back? No. It ended like that. So they just spread all over the place. It's like you going to a doctor and being diagnosed of cancer, but you do nothing about it. Cancer multiplies drastically, astronomically. So the cancer has continued to multiply. The people that crossed about 6 years ago, 5 years ago, when we were screaming, they have all produced children. I'm telling you, they have all multiplied. And you know how they can have children? Within 5 years, people can have 5 children. So just do that arithmetic in your head. Nothing was done. All the people that were arrested, they were released. Remember, all the ones that vigilante groups caught, or people like Ihejirika, or the commanders of our military who were attacking the terrorists, all the people they captured, you saw on TV that they were rehabilitated. You will just see about 5,000, 6,000 Boko Haram, former Boko Haram, whatever, rehabilitated and absorbed into the military. The military will say, no, we didn't absorb them. And yet, after a while, you start hearing stories. Remember the guy who was killed in Kaduna State? A kidnapping kingpin who was also a terrorist, Boko Haram terrorist. They caught him. They put him in prison. But then they made a deal with him and they released him in exchange for, I don't remember what. He went back with his group and they went and fought the army. I'll be waiting. And they were, oh, no. He went back to fight another gang that had sprung up in the place where he was the kingpin before he went to jail. And the Nigerian army announced that they killed each other. Terrorist gangs killed each other. Do you remember when the Nigerian army was saying ISWAP killed Boko Haram, Boko Haram killed ISWAP? We continue to degenerate till that point. Do you remember when Dangote trailer was moving people from the north to the south? Do you remember how many of them were caught in Ubolaf? And I tell you, anytime you see that 2 were caught, just know that 10 had escaped. I'm telling you, that one that was caught was by accident. Now, all the other ones that passed, where did they go to? Where are they? The children. Remember, Almajiri children were loaded in trailers. Sent where? Sent to the south. Did you see them being sent back? No. So these people have grown and become very big cells, terrorist cells, waiting to be activated. Just waiting for that signal, and they'll be activated. Suicide bombers, all different kinds of people were being bred. And we watched and we did nothing. So why are we surprised? After a while, we started seeing our children, young children being raped. Remember the girl that was raped in Enugu and killed? Remember the grandma in Delta State that was raped and killed? Remember the sister the body was decapitated? Remember the videos? You're talking about cutting head. Do you know how many videos Fulani headsmen have done and carry somebody's head? You don't see it probably because of, I don't know, but we see these videos all the time. People just send it to us and we can't even block them. Some you just look at it, maybe WhatsApp will show you that it's something bloody. You're not in the mood, you just delete it and just read the story because you don't want to see the goriness of it. Isn't that what led to ESN? Is that not what led to ESN? Was it not through ESN? First, it was the vigilante groups. Did you forget when they say it was a crime if you were caught with any kind of gun? Not even the submachine guns. If you were caught with the vigilante groups in my village, of which I used to contribute money for them to be sustained. Likewise, every member of our of the WhatsApp group that was formed, or the town union, we all contributed money to maintain that security network. They bought vehicles for them, motorcycles for them, and we bought double barrel guns for them. But the federal government came with an order saying nobody should be caught with a gun. And yet, right in my village, we had to deal with a case of a man who they nearly cut off his head. He had a cutlass mark on his neck. They were coming to cut off his head. He narrowly escaped. And these people had submachine guns. At the same time, when they were telling us that nobody should be caught with a double barrel gun, we saw these terrorists being negotiated. What's all this? What's this man? That Muslim cleric, or was it the governor that went to negotiate with these terrorists? You saw these terrorists having AK-49. There's AK-47. There's AK-49. They were carrying these guns on their shoulders and taking pictures with governors. El Rufai came and confessed that so when they give them money, they write on the money, listen, you must buy kuli and granite and suya. Make sure you don't buy arms and ammunition. Did you hear? This money is not for guns and ammunition. Say yes. They say yes. So you think that's what used to happen? The same people that gave them money will also arrange for the people that will sell arms to them. Do you remember in Benue State? Why am I telling you this? I'm telling you this to make you realize that you've been distracted. You've been distracted down to the point where they even made you believe that the people who came to resist people were the trouble themselves. I was in a friend's party yesterday night, and I was telling him that you people, when you were harassing me and say, hey, Shebi, you people are IPOB, you people are ESN, that you're supporting IPOB, you're supporting ESN, supporting Mazen Namdekal. You should have focused on the perpetrators of the acts, the criminals. You left them, and they made you believe that those who came to save you were the problem themselves. That was just a calculated distraction, and you fell for it. How did you forget all those videos where you saw arms being dropped with helicopter in the bush? How did you forget those videos where you saw plenty crates of arms and ammunition in the bush? And these people, this was Nigeria. So you knew these things were happening. How about when people came and said that Nigeria belongs to the Fulani? That any Fulani man doesn't have a boundary, can go anywhere he wants. How about videos that said we will defend any, it doesn't matter whether they came from Niger or anywhere. How about videos where you, so what am I trying to say? Is that when people were screaming that we were being overrun by strangers, it was true. Nothing ever changed. Until they killed the daughter of the Yoruba leader. That's when some people woke up and started forming Amotekun. But even Amotekun was also infiltrated by the government. And the government is owned by the same people who are perpetrating this act. So they've continued. And we're telling the governors, do something, protect your people. Protect your people. The governors failed woefully. In order to cover their failure, instead of them appreciating the vigilante groups that were formed, including ESN, they turned around and they started fighting ESN. It's a Anambra State formed their own thing. Imo State formed their own thing. Enugu State formed their own thing. Of course, it was just parade. They saw uniforms for some people, just paraded them. After that day, Enugu called their own forest, is it forest guards or something they call them? After a while, nobody heard about them because it was non-existent. It was just a political thing. Somebody ate money. After that, what happened? Why did they now have to form a Bubago if all those, you saw so many cars that Anambra State showed that time that they're using to form their security outfit? All nonsense. Meanwhile, the people that had gone in, sent down through trailer, the people that walked in through the legs. You remember that time they packed all Okada people in Lagos one time? They said all these people are people from outside Nigeria. Even El Rufai himself confessed that these people came from outside Nigeria. Now, we are talking about killings that are happening right inside. So the thing that beats me is you already said that all these things that Mazi Kanu is talking about is not true. All the things that all the freedom fighters are talking about is not true. All the things that Shore is saying is not true. They're just noisemakers. The thing that Sunday Igboho was fighting is not true. And yet, today's morning, we are dealing with terrorists entering a church and throwing bombs and killing people in a Christian church. Fulani terrorists killing people. And by the way, let me tell you something. Whether you call them Fulani herdsmen, Fulani jihadists, Fulani terrorists, Boko Haram, ISWAP, is the same people that are joining all of these things. It's from the same people. I'm telling you the truth. Just like when things were happening in Anambra, and we're saying, this is not IPOB. These are criminals, criminals. An Igbo person who has become a criminal is a criminal and is going about killing people and kidnapping people. That person is a criminal and should be dealt as one. Do not allow yourself to be distracted. Somebody will just throw in confusion everywhere. If somebody fall from bicycle, you say it's IPOB, it's ESN. That made you turn public opinion against the same people who are speaking up against evil. Tell me what the Methodist bishop said that is different from what we already knew. Just tell me one thing. People were excited. Oh, the Methodist bishop said that these people are Fulani people. The Methodist bishop said that these people said that they will continue to do this. Why wouldn't they continue to do it? Why? All you have to do is go and mount a roadblock on the road where it is broken down. The vehicles will stop now. You just carry some people and enter the bush. And you just announce that you need to. Do you know what it takes before somebody makes 20 million naira from business? You just say 100 million. They produce the 100 million for you 3 days. Any business that gives you return on investment, 100 million within 3 days, 1 week, why would that business stop? Why won't other people go to the business? Did you see the kind of people that were doing the business? By now, by the time the elderly people started kidnapping, and they will get 100 million. All this thing it's on the internet now. When they catch them, that's what they say. How much did they give you for that operation? They give me 50,000. Allah, give them for me 50,000. When they see that this thing that our guy is doing, me too, I get gone, I can do it. They continue to reduce in age to the point where, according to the bishop, the Methodist bishop, he said they are 18 years, 16 years. Very young people. And when the money is delivered to them, nobody traces this money. Do you know what 100 million can buy for anybody in terms of arms and ammunition? Do you know? Of course, with 100 million, they will equip themselves. And what kind of stupidity is that? You don't have enough guns to fight crime. You are there sitting down, koro. They carry 100 million, give to somebody that you are supposed to be fighting against them. Meanwhile, it is even difficult for you to pay salary for police, military, and all other people. Those people would, and I don't understand. I don't understand why people would even have the audacity to turn around and be saying anything against the people who are telling you the truth. You say insecurity in Nigeria is bad. Insecurity in Nigeria is bad. What do you mean? Can't you see all that energy we wasted a couple of months ago when BBC was distracting you? You allowed yourself to be distracted. Instead of you opening your eye and directing your attention at what was happening, the people that were committing the crime, they were laughing at you. When they killed the officers that were doing their marriage thing, you were jumping up. It's IPOB, it's ESN, until they caught the people that did it. Waste of time. And you've now discredited the people that were supporting ESN. You have now made ESN look like a terrorist organization. We have gone full circle and we are back to where we were. Do you know we have passed this stage now. We have passed this stage. When we are saying terrorists went into church, is it new? Is it new? Why are we sounding surprised? Why? Oh, because they kill children. This time they kill children. Oh, what do you mean? The gun is not gone. Somebody opens fire and we are lucky. I'm telling you, we are lucky. They said over 40 people were killed. As sad as it is, we are still lucky. Because right now, I don't know if you watched, I'm taking you guys back to understand that it is not fair on yourself for you to diminish the effect of what we're dealing with. Some people, for political reasons, say, why are you people doing this? Why are you people carrying guns? Why did Mazi Nnamdi Kanu arm people with guns? He armed them with guns, and now he cannot take the guns back from them. Is that your problem? Is that really the problem? Who has disarmed the Fulani headsmen? Who has disarmed Boko Haram? Why are you worried about disarming the people who are even trying to protect us when they have not disarmed the same people they told you they are protecting you against? And you've continued to deny it until right now it's happening. You see, people like me, we don't have the luxury of waiting for it to happen before we begin to talk about it, because I may not be too lucky. When it's happening, it may happen to me. So that's why we begin to shout ahead of time. Call us noisemakers. We agree. But we'll continue to shout it until one day it will make sense. It's so painful. It's so painful because this shouldn't have happened. This should not have been. It shouldn't be happening by now. If we knew this like 5 years ago, why are we still talking about it now? Why? Why? Why are we not that smart? These people come and look at when they arrested the Methodist bishop. He said these people, their camp is behind the you don't understand this thing. Oh. I don't think you understand. When you hear military checkpoints in somewhere in Enugu State or Abia State or Imo State, they are on the road. It's a particular checkpoint. They live there. Not that they moved, they live there. So this other Fulani herdsmen, their own camp is a fixed, built, fixed. It's not a moving thing. Everybody knows. If you enter Okada and say, go and drop me at army checkpoint, that place that army people used to stay, it's not where they stayed last week, it's where they live, they know. So if there was a kidnap like this month, and the kidnap was successful, and those people took ransom, that ends it. They do not go and raid. Did you hear? The Methodist, it was the, I'm telling you. Thank you, Liz Noble. What I'm just trying to say, 200 people, Liz Noble, thank you so much. 200. And in Nigeria, when they tell you 10, just know it's 100. All I've come to tell you today, if you don't hear anything, is that please, I beg of you, I plead with you. If you like, let me kneel down and beg you people. Please, I'm begging you. I beg, I'm begging you. Let's stop being distracted. This job is too serious. You see me here, I'm willing to make up with anybody that I've been fighting with before in order to fight this battle. I'm telling you, it is more serious than, you see, if you, do you know, God, if you know the size of our forest is so thick. If you know the size of our forest, and if you know how much of our forest is inhabited by these people, and if you know and understand that they've been multiplying, do you understand? Our villages are decreasing and decreasing. Everybody's coming to the township. Actually, only women are left in so many villages. I don't know about yours, but in my village, and I don't blame them. A lot of the young men, they finish secondary school, they move. You can't expect them to stay in the village while you are in the city. So a lot of people in the villages now are widows. They cannot even go to farm in the forest anymore. And these people are having a field day living in the forest. And it is from there they are launching their attacks. Let us just be done. You know the police officer? Imagine when police himself, a police officer, came out and said that, hey, what is happening is not good. That the military does not support us. The military helps the kidnappers. You know the police released a statement that, do you know the police released a statement about that guy and they're going to sack him? Do you know that? Do you know they're going to sack that guy for opening up? And what the guy said, to show you how foolish this government is, isn't that the kind of information that they should use to sack the military officer in charge of that area? But we are a country that would like to do things in reverse. They just reported to you that the people working in an area, they are aware of what happens in that area. Instead of you taking prompt action against the people that they reported you to, you turn and you start to kill the messenger. Can you imagine? So my people, I plead with you. You know, we called for a revolution. It didn't ring a bell in your ear. We did answers. They crushed answers. Now I'm telling you, forget that we're doing politics now, but the call will never, ever stop. You need to protect yourself. You need to think more seriously. I was impressed when I saw that the youths in that area went to demonstrate against the army. When they heard that the army was aiding the people who are doing this kidnapping, the youth went to the army checkpoint. They were like, if you're going to kill us, kill us. This is the same army people who have been harassing them. They went there and said, no way. No matter what you want to do now, we are ready for you. That is the kind of thing you want to see. I'm telling you, we must make sure that we take back the way this thing is going, the way it does not mean good for us at all. It doesn't mean good for us. We must be very, 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 very careful. Very, very, very careful. Okay. I'm trying to get you guys the demonstration. I know some of you have seen this thing, but the reason why we have to do it is because there are some people who don't have access to these videos. So when you see people that are demonstrating against the recent information they got that the military were helping those people that were kidnapping people in their area, you will understand. All this talk about disband ESN, there is nothing happening in our forest. It's a big lie. There is big danger. If what I'm saying is scaring you, I hope it scares you more. We have a big danger ahead of us. We have a big danger ahead of us. We must begin to talk like people who are serious. We don't have to be distracted anymore. These days, I'm not about calling any names. I'm about, it is scary. I don't know, my phone is not working. I can't connect to WhatsApp and show you what I wanted to show you. But it is very, very, okay, I think I have it now. It is very scary. I don't know if you've seen those videos. Those videos are just too much of what has been happening recently. Kill, blood. I don't know. The thing has killed our sense of feeling. It's not a big thing. It's not only a big deal now. Cut off somebody's head, throw it away, go do that. No, it's not anymore. We have become so used to this kind of things. It's just amazing. Not amazing. Amazing is not the right thing to use, but it has become so terrible. So I beg you, let's not joke with these things. The policeman who reported that army was not helping them, now they've said they will sack the policeman, and we need to speak out. We need to speak out against this thing they're trying to do. If we don't speak out, they are going to you know what they do is they weaken the security in that area. They weaken it so much so that these people will have an opportunity to do what they're doing, and we shouldn't let that happen. It's a break up Nigeria now. Some gullible people are still talking of election. Let me tell you something. I was explaining to one of my friends today, and I'm saying, these people, everywhere where they are, we're going to fight them. I'm reading your comments now. Greetings, Dr. Chidi and everyone. Anointed prayers, thank you so much. Michael Babs says, break up Nigeria. Now, some gullible people are still talking of election. Don't call them gullible people, because the people we are fighting against, they are also involved in election. I'm telling you, if you keep quiet, if you don't do anything about the election, they will still take over the power and they will still make it impossible for us to get what we want. I was telling my friend too, and I said, listen, just so you know, just so it is clear, people like me, we don't believe in Nigeria anymore. No, we don't believe in Nigeria as it is. You hear me talking about politics, you hear me Omoyele Sowore does not believe in Nigeria as it is constituted today. Go and tell him, look at what Chidi said. I'm telling you. People accuse him, oh, you believe in one Nigeria. He will tell you that people have already left Nigeria in their head. In their minds, they have left Nigeria. But the thing is, whatever you're doing it within that nation. You're doing it, you are still answering Nigeria. Do you understand? We know ourselves as Biafrans, but when you are going to enter a plane, you can't write Biafra when they say nationality. You still have to write Nigeria. So you have to understand when we're having these discussions, we're having it because right now, that is where we are. We are inside Nigeria fighting for Biafra. That's what it is. You are inside Nigeria, but you are fighting for Biafra. You are inside Nigeria, you're fighting for Duduwa Republic. You're inside Nigeria, you're fighting for Arewa Republic. You're inside Nigeria, you're fighting for Ijaw Nation. You're inside Nigeria, you're fighting for Middle Belt. Fight. It is your right. There's nothing wrong with that. But if you do not challenge these people wherever you find them, and so that's why when we find them talking about politics, what do you want us to do? You want us to fold our arms and say, okay, Tinubu, just go and take it. Take it. We don't want. You think they won't take it? They will take it. Tomorrow you see Tinubu as your president. Or Atiku go, you will see Atiku as your president and you still will be talking about him here. Atiku say this, Atiku say, we don't agree. We go and carry placard. We don't agree. Atiku must go. Atiku must go. We don't want that now. So that's why we will at least try our best. Toby Martin said, Lord, heal our land called Nigeria. Yes, we'll pray, but God will not come down from heaven and do for you what he knows that you can do for yourself. You don't defeat aggression by running away from it. Threats by the Fulani terrorists need to be met with significant force, not fear. The only thing a Fulani fears in his eyes is demise. Victor Rex or Sarodion, perfect. And I keep telling you people, don't get deceived when people say, stop calling Fulani. If Igbo man do you 419, say Igbo man do me 419. That Igbo man is not Chidio. That Igbo man will go and answer for himself. If you go and buy from Igbo man's shop, he sell you imitation. Say this Igbo man is a criminal. Say Chukwudi sold me bad spare part. Say it. It is well with me. You're calling a spade a shovel. That's what I always say. They say, let's call a spade a spade. It's still a spade you're calling, and people don't understand what a spade means. Call a spade a shovel. Why would you say the Igbo man stole from you if that Igbo man stole from you? And it is okay. But I cannot say that the Fulani man came and killed somebody. Why? That's the only thing. No, don't say it. You're saying that if you're a Fulani person and it's annoying to you, I'm sorry. Nothing I can do about it. I can't. When they arrest people and they say, some Igbo men did it, they did it now. Is it me that sent them to do it? They go and face the law. If you're Yoruba, I say, oh, some Yoruba people went and did something, they caught them. Now you send them. So because you answer Emeka, you are now my blood brother. Now me send you to go do what you do. Or you think when they have Biafra, there will not be criminals inside Biafra answering Simon Onyekachi Madu Ebunam. Yes, now. So let's not get sentimental. When we say Fulani people did, they did it now, they did it. So when he says all the Fulani fears in his own is demise, it is the truth. If you say, Igbo man, no, they joke with his business, it's just the truth. Why is it that when we come to beer parlor, we talk about these things and it is okay? When you come and talk about it publicly, Chidi, you have to be politically correct. No, it's not a time to be politically correct. And hundreds of people, 200 people are dying in a church. And you want me to be politically correct? No. I'm not going to be any politically correct. Daughter Zion said, may God intervene in the face of Nigeria in Jesus' name. Well, may God intervene in our lives to be able to open our eyes and do what you're supposed to do in Nigeria. It's really very sad. This is Wale Musa said, it's really very sad that it's very sad Sunday for the nation. Boko Haram has continued to expand with the support of this wicked government of Nigeria. Perfect, Wale. Director's court says, how about the priests that were killed in Benue? You see, it's too much now. I forgot to say something I was going to say. In Benue State, when Autumn was chased, governor, they run inside bush, they chase and they pursue and they run until he ran away from the people. They were shooting and we forget so. we have a very poor memory. Governor of a state was running, they were pursuing him. A few days later, this same governor, the governor reported, or it was on the news, that a convoy of Nigerian army carrying ammunition was attacked. Not one person was killed though. Not one person was shot at. Was attacked. And suddenly, the people carried all the arms and ammunition in that truck, plus 200, was it 200,000 or 200 million that they carried from the vehicle. We don't know anything. Yeah, it was Gumi. It was Gumi. Onyemechi Moses, thank you. It was Gumi. So Martin says, if you don't know how to shoot gun, please try and learn. The violence must take it. The violence must take it by force. Godwin Ejiofor, I just learned that Igbos are among those people that die. You see, that's why I don't get too tribalistic. I'm an Igbo man. I love my people. But you see, this thing affects everybody in Nigeria. It's affecting some Fulani people. There are Fulani people who are my friends. It's affecting them. When you call Fulani, they shiver, they shake. It's something they have to deal with. But it's the truth. The truth is the truth. Those governors who formed the Bago to go against ESN should be stoned to death. Wait now, where is the Bago self? You would think that the Bago will come when they say, oh, they did that. Nobody's a Bago. All that thing was just a charade, a bit charade, they call it. Nobody is a Bago. Can you imagine Christians bombing a mosque in northern Nigeria? Don't even go there. If Christians had bombed, don't even go there. Chidi said it as it is. El Rufai said attack on Boko Haram is an attack on the north. Of course, that was what he said during Jonathan. Deep Sky Dragon. You're right. You're right, my brother. Praise God now says, oh Jehovah, they are all terrorists, same people sponsored. Yeah. The government of Nigeria actually went and paid ISWAP to kill a Boko Haram terrorist leader. The government of Nigeria gave money to a terrorist organization to kill the other terrorist organization leader. So they know them very well now. It is supplies from Nigerian army that all these people are wearing. Jacob B. Dr. Shi, did these killings happen in the East? They would have written it off as the handiwork of IPOB, not herdsmen. Oh, if these killings happened in the, of course, and some of our people will be jumping up too and saying yes, it is true. Where is BBC now? Where is BBC English service? Where should they shut up their mouth now? There's Noble. Good evening to you. Florence Francis says, "Where's the president? Which president?" Someone living beside the church said there were 4 terrorists that killed four people killed 200. One person self can kill. 4 people kill 200 people. Well, and nobody will investigate. Nobody will bring them to book. They will not go. These people that did this thing, they will run into the bush and use their leg to waka. Did you hear the priest? The priest said when they took them into the bush, they were walking them around. They're just walking around because it is his village, because it is his area. He understood what was happening. But they will blindfold you. Or sometimes they blindfold you, or in the night, they'll just walk you up, walk you down, walk you around, just be confusing you, making you think they are traveling far away. They are very close by. Just a woman that was killed holding her child in her arms, and the child was killed as well. Including a couple that got married yesterday was also killed. If half the security force are not informers or part of the killers, they want to be, they won't be succeeding. Of course. Maxwell Osborne said, Chidi is not Simon Ekpa's boys that kidnapped the Methodist bishop in Abia and kill worshippers in Ondo. Your narrative has now changed. Repent and stop fighting Simon Ekpa. Let me tell you something. Just go and tell Simon Ekpa that he's a big fool. That's what I can say. I try to control myself, but he's a big fool, and he will get paid totally for what he is doing. This one, I'm not being politically correct. When somebody has lost it, they've lost it. That's not what I came to talk about today. And I said I wasn't even going to mention it. I'm trying, but it's not, I can't. Concerning this struggle right now, he's a big fool and he should retract his steps. Otherwise, he will self-implode. You know what is called self-implode? Look at what he's doing with Nelly now. Did you believe that you'll be seeing what you're seeing with Nelly and Simon Ekpa? Did you believe that he's talking about Simon Ekpa? Aren't they the same bed that was sleeping on the same bed? Were they not bedmates? Bedmates as in they all agreed together, doing lunching together, attacking every other person. Now he's saying it's Nelly that 2 of them. Look at Simon Ekpa. Just look at it. When our people will say, I don't have room for certain luxuries. No, I will tell you how it is. I'm not a baby in this business. You will come back and say, Dr. Chidi, you were right. But you can play that game. I don't have time for that game. I don't have time for it. You think anything you tell me will make, I will tell you the concrete truth. What he's doing is just purely business. It has entered his head, unfortunately. But let him enjoy this moment of popularity. Because when the devil wants to drop you, it doesn't drop you at this level. He will take you so high, where the thing will enter your head and pass your head. When it drops you, when it finally drops you, you will not believe it. That's what's happening to Simon. I pray that somewhere along the line, he gets it right. But if he continues on this trajectory, we'll come back and... You see, people who know me, people who have followed me, go and check and see how many times I've told you that we'll come back to this station, we'll come back to this channel and talk about this thing. That's what has been happening. I've proven it to you over and over and over and over again. When you thought I was just saying something sheepishly, or I was just following something like religiously. No. God has given me the privilege of hindsight, where I look at something, You weigh it against certain things, common sense, apply common sense and say, no, this one are not good. This one is not good. This one will not work. And so many times you'll be proven right. That's what I'll tell you about Simon Ekpa. All this one you're seeing with Nelly, that's small. That is very small. Now, by themselves, they will destroy themselves. And that is what is happening. How does that contribute to the struggle? Is that something you should go and be clapping for? No. You go there because you see 1,000. People who go there, they want to see what is happening. It's show. It doesn't mean that the person is correct. It means they are watching. You know, it's a drama. It's unfolding before them. For some people, it's like, wow, it's amazing. Look at what is going on. It's amazing now. A million people will want to see the same Simon, great Simon, and great Nelly are fighting each other. Of course, people will go and watch for free. But we don't have time for that. 200 people were just killed. And people are dying in our land, being killed every day. The reason why Simon cannot wash his hands from what is happening in the southeast is that when IPOB, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, gave an order that, okay, this is enough, this is the strategy that we want to use, you still continue to say, no, people must sit at home. If you don't sit at home, whatever you see, we are still, don't you know that if everybody had obeyed, including Simon Ekpa, anybody that shows up on Monday will know that person is a criminal. But by Monday, he was still saying it's IPO people that are doing it. It's ESM people that are doing it. It's M branch that are doing it. We are the ones. If you come out, anything you see, take. So criminals hid under that and they were perpetrating their acts, killing people anyhow. And you want to tell me that it's not him? Well, now him buy that market. I wish him luck. Ebi said Nigeria is feeling security-wise. Victor Rex or Sarodin, the Fulani government of Nigeria are the sponsors of this Fulani. Yes, so all the military in Nigeria, especially the Fulani military, should chase out of the south. Well, we'll see. Should I thought you said Simon Ekpa that's causing insecurity in the south is the Maxwell, I beg you, please. You made me talk about what I didn't want to talk, but it's okay. It's for someone. All right, guys, I am done. Okay, I'm done. It's a very sad day. I want to offer my condolences to all the people that lost their life, but I want to say, unfortunately, that more lives will be lost. More lives will be lost. I say this as somebody who I appreciate the intelligence that God has given me. I don't take it for granted. I don't pretend. God has given me intelligence enough to know that there will be more bloodshed. So I'm not going to sugarcoat it. More people will die in different parts of the country unless we do what we're supposed to do. So we better be ready. If we're not willing to do what we're supposed to do, if we're not willing to rise up, if the election will continue, we will be in the election slugging it out with them. But if you wake up tomorrow and have a revolution, everything will stop. I hope you understand that thinking. I hope you understand what we're saying. We will be checkmarking everywhere. That's why in a football game, you don't tell if that's how you play football, then the goalkeeper will just kick the ball to the other post. There's no need for all the other 20 people playing in the field. But what do? You pass the ball to one person. It's a team effort. Some people are strikers. Some people are defenders. Some people are in the wings. That is how this freedom thing is happening. You also send some people to mark that guy. Mark that guy. Mark that guy. Why? Because if you don't mark this person, another person, they will be loophole. They will defeat us. So if people like Shore are marking Tinubu and marking Atiku and every other person, you should praise him. If we mark everybody, then we'll make it easy for that guy who is a striker to go with the ball. As this person will defend. Then he goes and scores. So let's not think one track. Let's make sure we're thinking like a team. Let's make sure we're thinking like intelligent people. And it is based on that I'm telling you there will be more killings, except we rise up, have a revolution and finish this thing. Or watch the people who are doing the politics and be able to come out in full force and say, this is what we want. So that if we snatch that power, when the power is within us, then we can decide what we want to do. We don't need anybody to come and tell us anything anymore. So however it comes, we should shine our eyes and be ready to fight on that front. On behalf of Dr. Erica, I really want to thank all of you for staying with me, and I'll see you guys in our next video. Bye-bye.